Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Blueprints and Banter, and Happy New Year. Steve Cona here, President and CEO of ABC Florida Gulf Coast Chapter, and today I'm joined with the new sheriff in town, Jason Spears, who is our 2026 chairman. Jason, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Hey, so Jason, it's been a long ABC journey for you to get to be the chairman. Talk about that journey a little bit.
So my journey goes back 20 plus years. So when I was in college, the ABC chapter manages the student chapter at the University of Florida, which is where I was a student. And then, from there, I got into the industry, worked in Atlanta for a large GC for several years, had an opportunity in the late 2009 to come home, and almost immediately joined ABC. And in doing so, just developed a network, amazing friends, great partnerships. Got involved in the Education Management Committee. That was sort of my introduction to the board. Was involved with the young professionals, was in the first NEXGEN class, which was a great experience. And then just stuck with it. Sat on the state board, and then have been on exec for the last few years, so it's been a pretty long journey.
Yeah, no, awesome. And you've done so much for us as an industry when it comes to the legislative stuff, and kind of our careers have been kind of in parallel. Yeah. I started around the same time that you started in the industry, and we kind of grew up together in ABC.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about some of the stuff that we've created, like the NEXGEN Leadership group, like all of those types of things that we've kind of gotten us to this point in leadership development, how we grow people in the association.
Yeah, so NEXGEN is certainly the best example. That's a program that is now modeled nationally. You and I spent some time at the leadership conference teaching other chapters on how to cultivate that program. But really it's a leadership management program modeled after the Tampa Bay Chambers and also some of the other local groups. And we introduce everybody to every facet of the industry and help them cultivate their skills, get exposed to parts of the industry that they might not at a time in their career where they're developing and they really need to get exposed to those elements. And it's a great program, and it's something that is obviously going to be with ABC forever.
For a very long time. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be our legacy program, which started with you in the first class. So.
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to be in the first class, and then had the privilege of chairing the second. And every year we've tweaked it. The first class was great. We tried to get a little bit better with each one, and now just to see what the content is, the access to various people, just industry leaders that engage. It's such a joy to watch.
So talk about kind of like what leads you to ABC? Like what makes you want to be number one, a member, but two, like involved in the leadership, involved in the decision making of the association?
So it's proof of concept, right? When I first moved back, our business was focused in a particular niche. I wanted to transition us from what we were doing to what we're currently doing, and I knew that was gonna. I had to have the right relationships. I had to be around an organization that could help us grow, and so we got involved in ABC, and I got it. It clicked, and it helped us with safety. It helped us with meeting new clients. It helped us with finding better people. And I've watched our business evolve as a direct result of being involved with ABC, and that just kind of fuels the passion to share that with others. And right. I hope that we don't want to be the only ones that have that experience. We want the whole industry to thrive, and ABC has just been such a great place for us to grow.
Yep, and you're no stranger to leading groups. You led the chamber. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So I had the privilege last year, or I guess 2 years ago, 2024. Of being the chair of the St. Pete Chamber of Commerce, and a very interesting year for us. So, they have a saying, the right person, the right place at the right time. And we were going through a major construction development project that a lot of people know about, the gas plant district.
Right.
And worked through public policy. I really leaned on a lot of the things I learned and cultivated here at ABC and applied it there. So we met with legislators, we met with city and county leaders. We met with the team. We went on fact-finding missions and did all sorts of stuff to try to pull together a great program for our community. And it was going to be at the time the largest redevelopment in our region's history. Unfortunately that got sidetracked from some of the hurricanes and,
Right.
and a lot of things that are totally out of our control. But we teed it up for some great success, and it looks like we might do it again.
Yeah,
you know?
It sounds like this year we're going to have our hands full. You're going to be back in that
Yeah.
situation wherever the Rays decide to move on this
Yep.
side of the bay. So we're excited about that and what that's going to lead to this year. You know, some of the folks might mention, you know, like ABC, we do networking, you know, we do apprenticeship training, but let's kind of talk about, maybe give the folks who are listening kind of an inside view of like what goes on in our board meetings and like the things that we try to accomplish for the industry.
Yeah, so we're always interested in what's going on with the industry, what challenges are we facing, how can ABC be the lead. One of the great things about ABC from an advocacy standpoint is, you know, you guys are the front line. You know, you do the work so we don't have to. And so ABC takes a lot of darts politically, getting out in front of really important issues. And, you know, our board meetings are spent talking about that, getting real-time feedback from industry leaders. I mean, if you look at our board composition, they are leading some of the largest construction companies in the industry. There's also associate members that bring insights from various other aspects of the field. And, you know, we're always trying to push ourselves to be the best we can be for our members and be in front of the relevant challenges. And when a political issue comes up, you know, we just talk about how we can tackle it and send you out to do your work.
Yeah, and I think that's some of the things that people don't really see behind the scenes is all the work that we're doing like every day when it's just basic, you know, one company needs help with a permit, but it's really like we're trying to create that environment where all of us can be successful.
Yeah.
And be able to do the things in the industry that, number one, creates a pipeline of workers that we need. Number two, streamlines the rules and regs so that everyone operates on the same set of rules. But all of that stuff happens, you know, during a time where, you know, we really need to push forward. Talk about a little bit, you know, what your vision is for the future of ABC and what you're going to take in 2026 and some ideas that you have.
I mean, I'm ready to just build on what we have. You know, the great thing about this chapter is it ain't broke. And so we're really just going to build on the things that we do well: networking, safety, advocacy, just development of people, and really see how we can double down on that. We've got a lot of work with permitting. We certainly have a lot of work with some of the things coming out of various municipalities.
Yep.
You and I have a lot of experience with challenging that.
Yep.
And you know, we just need to get in front of the issues that are going to, you know, affect our members.
Yep. So talk about some of the things that you're looking forward to in your leadership position. How do you believe that your leadership style is going to help change the industry?
It's a listen first, act later, but be thoughtful and intentional in how we do things. So, you know, like we talked about our board meetings, I just want to listen to what's going on in the industry, make sure that we're positioning ourselves to be the most effective we can be, and then communicate effectively with the stakeholders so they know that we're acting on their behalf. We're being thoughtful, we're being deliberate, and everything that we're doing is to better Merit Shop and the construction industry as a whole.
Yep. So if you're talking to the folks that maybe aren't on board with ABC yet or haven't joined yet or just seen ABC from the peripheral, talk about, you know, what benefits that you've seen and why they should just jump on board and help us deliver for the industry.
Yeah, I mean, at first, you know, don't judge from a distance. Don't listen to the noise. Come experience it for yourself. Come to some networking events. We've got some breakfast we're doing. You know, get engaged, and you'll find very quickly that this community is thirsty for active, engaged people, and it doesn't take much to get plugged in. And once you do, one relationship will compound and lead on to others, and before you know it, you've got this great network. You've got people that aren't just business partners, but they're friends, they're associates, and they genuinely want to help you. You know, this is an industry that can be tough. It's a hard business,
and it's a relationship business.
But it's a relationship business, and having the ability to cultivate those relationships, and then down the road when there's a problem, because there's always going to be a problem, have that ability to talk to someone in a way that isn't just superficial because you are doing a job together. You know them through ABC. It really allows you to navigate some things that could otherwise have been pretty sticky.
Absolutely, and we're always looking for the best of the industry to join us in making this industry better for everyone. So Jason, thank you for your leadership.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time today, and we look forward to a great 2026.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. We look forward to seeing you on the next edition of Blueprints and Banter.
Yep, thank you.